I just want to start by saying thank you so much to each and every one of you who subscribed to my channel and made it possible to hit 1,000 subscribers and more, and I'm really grateful for that. I just know for a fact that this little guy who started this channel years ago would have been really happy and proud of me. So yeah, thank you so much everyone, and let's get started with the video. I've been hopping from app to app within the past few years just to find the right editing tool, and I used to edit on iMOVIE, then I switched to Adobe Rush. When my free trial ended, I switched back to iMOVIE and then finally to VN. After I got my MacBook, I switched back to iMOVIE. About iMOVIE, it is a completely free, although basic app that you can edit photos and videos on, and it has an extremely easy learning curve. The only downside is that it's only available on Apple devices, and on top of that, iMOVIE on iPhone and iPad, I find it to be a bit underwhelming. On the Mac it is like really good, but on iPhones or iPad you might find it a bit difficult to like edit your videos on. So for the sit down videos just like this one, my video starts with planning. When I'm doing my vlogs, I just hit record every time I'm doing something, but for videos like this I have to actually plan my videos, and to do so I use the calendar app and the notes app. So all these pink reddish events are my YouTube content uploading schedule, and for this video I have quite a few notes that I'm gonna have to tell you guys about because I'm really forgetful when it comes to these types of videos. It really helps me remember and go through every single thing that I want to go through. So equipments that I use are the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I used to film on my iPhone, but ever since I got my camera, it's been a big blessing. So you're gonna need an SD card for the camera. I have the SanDisk 256 gigs SD card. I edit on my MacBook Air M2. I uploaded an unboxing video for that, so if you wanna watch it, go check it out. You'll also need some sort of like adapter thing for like the SD card. It's not that mandatory to have an adapter, because if you have a MacBook Pro or any computer that has a built-in SD card reader, you're not gonna need the adapter, but my MacBook Air does not have it, so I use it. So first off, you're gonna need to learn a few shortcuts to make your editing a lot faster and more efficient. So to make any cuts, you're gonna need to press Command plus B. Command plus C is to copy anything, and you click Command plus B to paste that thing that you copied. And to mute any clip on iMOVIE, you just hit Command Shift plus M. And to extract an audio from any clip, you just hit Command Option and B. And I make mistakes all the time, so I need to undo some of them. So to do that, you're gonna need to hit Command plus Z. And when you have to redo that, you're gonna hit Command plus Shift plus Z. So the video editing starts with a rough cut. What that means is to basically cut out any parts that you do not want in your videos. Let's say where you're like settling down in your seat, or the end of the video where you have bid farewell to your viewers and have just this tiny bit of section remaining, or any breathings or anything in general that you want to cut out. It's called a rough cutting, and that's how you lay your foundation for your actual video. And after cutting, sometimes you just want to do quick crop ups of your video like this one that I just did. You're gonna select a clip that you wanna zoom in on. You're gonna click the crop icon and click the crop to fill. So after that, your video comes out as this. Now for zoom ins, it is basically this. To do that, you're gonna follow very similar steps. You're gonna select your clip, you're gonna hit the crop icon, and then you're gonna click on Ken Burns, and it's gonna give the starting and the end point. So you just click on start, manage it, click on end and manage it. After that, your video comes out like this. And sometimes you just wanna like get your video zooming, stay in one place for a bit, and then go back to normal. So to do that, you're gonna need to follow the same steps that I mentioned previously for the zoom in. So you're gonna need two clips. The first clip is where your video is gonna be zooming in, and the second clip is gonna be where your video stays consistent. For the first clip, you're gonna do the exact same that we did earlier. So you just go in and do the Ken Burns, and after that you're gonna hit Command plus C on the first clip. You're gonna go on to the edit section on the menu bar, and you're gonna see place adjustments, and you're gonna see a few options, but you're gonna click all. After that, you're gonna have two clips where they zoom in. Then you're gonna select your second clip. But on the second clip, you're gonna wanna hit the crop tool again and hit the reverse icon and then click crop to fill. And after doing all that, your clip is gonna look something like this. So now time for overlays or picture-in-picture. So that basically is when you have some sort of video or photo over your main clip like this. To do that, you're gonna import the clip that you want to be like within that video, and you're gonna drag it over and above the main timeline. You can choose it as a cutaway or green screen or picture-in-picture or even split screen. It was previously a cutaway, now it's picture-in-picture. You can also press on the image that you have on your screen and crop it to your liking, and iMovie by default zooms in or moves the video that is being overlaid. To disable that, you're gonna hit crop icon and just hit either crop to fill or fit, and it's not gonna move. Now you have been seeing these text all over this video. To do that, you'll just want to hit the titles icon. There are quite a few options. The ones that I frequently use are standard lower, and I remove one of the lines so that it's not like two lines. Another one is reveal lower third, or soft edge even, and upper and lower. You can edit and customize the size, the font of these texts with the T icon above the video preview. Now, what you just saw was a transition, and to do that, it is also very simple. You just hit into the transitions and choose whatever you like. The ones that I mostly use are swipe left, and for the end of my video, I always use circle close. A very important part of making any video is the music and the sound effects. You kept on hearing some music, sound effects throughout this video. I mostly get my background music from YouTube's audio library, or you can also find it through other stock websites like Picsart. Both of these have very great background music and sound effects. Also, iMovie has its built-in music and sound effects. You just have to find it, and to do that natively on the iMovie, you just kind of want to hit the audio and video section. With all that, you can master the iMovie video editing in no time. It only took me a day to get back into iMovie, have it, including the shortcuts and all the other things that I have to do. Overall, if you learn to use iMovie, it's not going to be a big difficulty to use VN. Although DaVinci Resolve is actually free, I'm not gonna use that because that looks way too complicating. I genuinely got overwhelmed by how many things that there were. And you can also try out the free version, like the 90-day trial of Final Cut Pro. So I might try that, but not right now because I'm reserving that for after my finals when I actually do something exciting. So now for the thumbnail part, I edit my thumbnails using Canva, and generally my thumbnails are super easy to make and they're like super simple. I just use a few images and paste some text or even draw some lines. To do that, you're gonna hit new design, or you're gonna see the YouTube thumbnail option. I edit my thumbnails on my iPad, so you're gonna see the camera roll option on mobile devices, but if you are on like MacBook or desktop, you're not gonna see that. You're just gonna see the upload option, and then you're gonna choose whatever you want to edit. To make thumbnails like mine, you're just gonna want to import your photos or videos, and after I'm done with importing all my photos, I just crop them. You can double tap on the image to like crop it and arrange them to my liking. After that, I hit text and add the text. So the text that I like the most and use all the time is Helvetica. So I just hit Helvetica World, bold, italic, and then I also press on effects and hit shadow and adjust the blur and transparency for the background. After that, you're pretty much ready with the thumbnail, but sometimes I just like to give a few outlines for any object. It was like straight up here, but after this new update, you're gonna hit the tool app and then press on the red marker thing, and you're gonna see some erasers, markers, everything. You can change the color, thickness. That is the whole process of me editing my videos and my thumbnails. So I just hope that you find this video really helpful if you are trying to start your channel and embark on the YouTube journey. And again, I'm so grateful for this opportunity that I'm provided with. And it does feel nice to have crossed 1,000 subscribers. Like, that is a lot of people watching me, and I'm just happy in my own world all the time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week.